Who has tuned into Dads on the Air? Come on. Well, I hope after today you're going to do a lot more of that, because Bill and Catherine have been piloting that for a number of years, and it's amazing just who tunes in right across this land. And you've interviewed people from all over the world, and you have some real insights to share on this International Men's Day. Let's hear it from Bill Kable.
Thank you very much, Rob. I'm speaking also on behalf of Catherine, who's the producer of Dads on the Air. My background is that I was personally subjected to extreme parental alienation. I haven't seen my son, who's now 23, since he was 11. I haven't seen my daughter, who's now 17, since she was 12. And I even had a stepdaughter that I haven't seen for 12 years. I spoke in much more detail to Karen, who as you know, is doing this eagerly awaited documentary. As long as I don't finish up on the cutting room floor, there'll be some more information there when that comes out. I am now a family court lawyer and mediator. I must say I lean much more towards mediation, because I think probably everyone that's been to the family court has got a horror story, so I much prefer to keep people out of court, get the mediations, and it's quick, cheap, simple, and people can find it much easier to live with the results. Looking at Warwick's 12-point plan, I think unfortunately there's still a lot of areas there where we have to, they're still on the agenda, probably all of them. But I guess I'm encouraged by some of the green shoots that are appearing. There are two interesting groups. One is called Women for Men, and the other one is called Leading Women for Shared Parenting. And both these groups, I think, is Warwick and a few people have said, the benefit of having women involved in this struggle, I think is enormous. And perhaps the secret there is, some of us have been to a conference recently in Brisbane, and one of the speakers there was Warren Farrell, and one of his comments was that about women being mothers. And if we can approach women on the basis that they are going to experience the type of thing that the men are feeling directly, they can experience through their sons, through their children, I think you'll find we have some very committed campaigners working for the good. Of course, the other green shoots, we heard Greg speaking. I think 1 in 3 is making enormous strides. Maybe that's overstating it, but he's making strides. And it's great to have someone like Greg who he really has the statistics. I mean, we get so much rubbish promoted by politicians and all over the world. You know, so some of the figures that supposed figures that they quote, which are so far off the mark that it's great to have Greg just as a resource to know what the real story is, and to be able to speak confidently about what the situation is in domestic violence, particularly. Another green shoot, I think, perhaps mentioned a couple of times, we have a Liberal government. Liberal government, let's remember, brought in the 2006 amendments to family law. They may not have gone as far as we would have liked, but there was definitely an improvement there, which was unfortunately brought down to some degree by the Labor and Green government in the last Parliament. But I think we have a much better chance with the Liberals being in power, and Barry might agree there. And finally, I'd just like to say it's a great roll-up today. I think Warwick's left us for a minute, but the fact that he can bring all you people together, such an impressive group of people, and we've had numerous attempts at getting them motivated to come to these sorts of meetings, but Warwick's done it, and I congratulate him.
Yeah.